what is going on today? So before I jump into what I wanted to chat about in today's video, please let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Mark, and ever since I was a little kid, I kind of struggled with my mental health. And because of the struggles that I dealt with and the problems that I dealt with, I really wanted to make this YouTube channel and the podcast, Hey Mark, to basically just have open and authentic conversations about the struggles that we go through and the adversities that we have to face, and how that brings us new perspectives and how we can use that in our life. So if you enjoy that kind of content, if you are down with that message of just spreading positivity in the world, then please feel free to follow along on this journey. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and please refer this to a friend. Refer this type of stuff to maybe somebody that is struggling right now, or has been struggling in the past, or maybe just wants to push their life into a new direction. But without further ado, I'm going to probably stop talking about this kind of introduction right now, and I'm going to jump into what I wanted to talk about in today's video. Let's get into it. So what I wanted to talk about today was staying positive, and I guess that perfectly describes what I'm trying to talk about today, which is, staying positive. A lot of the times I get people, ask me this question or talk to me about this kind of subject, and they're talking about, staying positive and having to be positive all the time, and thinking that they have to just forget about what their problems are and appreciate the good things in life. And all of those things would be, perfect if we could do that, but that's not what staying positive is, in my personal opinion. What I mean by that is, staying positive doesn't mean, you're not addressing the issues that you have going on in your life. It doesn't mean that you're ignoring, any personal problems that you may be dealing with. It's not living in, this fantasy world that has no problems and it's all rainbows and unicorns and I don't know, whatever it's, considered to be. That's not what staying positive all the time means. Staying positive means, you're willing to address and you're willing to, observe the problems that you have going on in your life. Whether that's, something that you've experienced, maybe a personal problem, or maybe, a mistake that you've done, or maybe something good that you've done. It's just being able to observe what's happened. And maybe it's something that hasn't even happened to you. Maybe it's something that happened to, someone that you love, or one of your friends. Staying positive just means you're able to address the situation and then have hope and faith that it can get better and it will get better, and starting to look at maybe the steps you can take to start getting towards that. Then and only then can you start to, be grateful for what you do have in your life. Be thankful for the things that you still have. This is especially important when, you're dealing with a loss maybe. Maybe you have just gone through a breakup, or you've just lost a friend because maybe you've had an argument, or you just have so many differences that you don't really hang out anymore. And these types of losses in our lives can really hurt, and it's important at those times to really be thankful for what you do still have in your life, and grateful for the things that you do have, because if you're dealing with a loss, you can see that these types of things happen out of the blue. It's not like the warning signs are always there. So just to kind of conclude what I'm trying to think of right now, just trying to organize my own thoughts really by talking about this, is basically that, staying positive doesn't always mean you're living in this fantasy world. It doesn't always mean that, things are just perfect in your life. It's being able to address the things that are in your life that, may be a little bit messed up, maybe you're not really happy with where they're at, but then having hope and faith that it can and will get better, and start to maybe take some of those steps yourself. Be proactive in that process. Not being super reactive to the world that's around you, but being more intentional with your actions. Giving yourself a little bit more control over your life. These types of things are going to help you build confidence, and it's really going to improve your mental health. So if you've listened this far and you think that this is a good message, or maybe you have some feedback, maybe something you'd like to add, maybe I forgot about something, then please feel free to reach out to me on any social media platform at Mark D. Henny, and we can have a conversation about it. I'd be, really happy to hear your feedback on this. If you find this message important and useful and helpful, maybe it brought you a new perspective, then please share it with somebody that you love. Share it with one of your friends. your family members, whoever it may be, someone that maybe has struggled in the past, is struggling right now, or just wants to push their life into a new direction. I just ask that you share this message with them and spread that positivity, because at the end of the day, we all have our issues. We all have our personal problems that we're going through. And no matter what you are dealing with, you are not alone. Thank you so much. Peace out.